What happened? Yeah, I put my car is not working, look like.
Okay, your card doesn't work or your ticket?
Yeah, I put my ticket, he took it, and I put my Visa card, and nothing happened.
Okay, when you put your credit card in, is the magnetic strip up and to the right?
Yeah, I flip it, right? Same the instruction is.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
I put it again. Hello? $375. Hello.
Hi, I have somebody coming to help you.
Okay, can I try it again?
Yeah.
Let me maybe I put the wrong one.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here for a second, and I'll see if I can help you. Okay?
Okay. I want somebody teach me how I do it because all the time I come here it's not
Yeah,
working.
I know. You do have trouble a lot with it. Do they get it to work when they get there?
No, it's still same thing. The gate is not open.
Okay.
Should we give me a receipt or something?
Yeah, well, so when I'm trying to find you here on the camera so I can pull it up and make sure we're doing everything good.
Okay, let me try again.
Okay.
It's unable to read it.
All right. Okay, somebody should be there in just a moment. I'm trying to pull it up, but they're fixing some of our cameras, and I don't have the view that you're in
Okay.
to be able to help you get out of there.
Okay.
But he should be there pretty soon, okay?
Okay, I'll wait, no problem.
All right.
There's the parking ticket. There's the foundation one. And here's the credit. Check receipt. Magnet. This is the magnet. So again. Unable to read. What is the flag of it? Magnet here. Magnet. Unable to read. Okay. Out. You? Hey, I'll use it.
You what?
You work this, they
Yeah.
send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, how I use this one?
See this?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I put it exactly. This is the card.
Okay.
What is return? Unable to read it.
You have different card?
No, I don't have it.
You have only one?
Yeah, it's working, man.
Okay, I'll go. I move back and go use on other side, okay?
Other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's... Unable to read.
You have money cash?
Let me see if I have cash, man. How much, man? Please. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me get paperwork.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, right.
375, right?
300. If you don't have change, give me just $1.
No, I do. I'm good.
Maybe my Visa card is not working or this system not working. What's happening?
Sometimes the script right here is dirty.
Yeah, but this is happened many
Okay.
times, not one time.
$4 and $5.
Okay, thank you. Who's gonna lift this one?
Hold on.
Oh.
Not done yet. Hold on.
Oh. Okay, thank you,
Have a
thank
good
you,
one.
thank you.
August, it could be July, it could be longer than that.
Stay connected and stay safe. FM 103.3, 1240 AM, KFOR.
Hi, this is Jeff Hall from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Exciting news was recently announced as a documentary is currently in post-production on Robbers Cave. The documentary is based upon the book Robbers Cave, Truth, Legends, and Recollections by Joel Green, a local author, historian,
1240 AM, KFOR.
I think it's important to remember the context here. The Georgia legislation is built on a lie. There was no widespread fraud in the 2020 election. Georgia's top Republican election officials have acknowledged that repeatedly in interviews. And what there was, however, was record-setting turnout, especially by voters of color. So instead, what we're seeing here is for politicians who didn't like the outcome, they're not changing their policies to win more votes, they're changing the rules to exclude more voters. And you certainly see the circumstances are different.
it's just not true. It's just lying. If we had an honest press, they'd say, what are you talking about? They're actually adding Saturday early voting day. They're codifying things that were changed in the pandemic years that in some cases, like the drop boxes, in some cases are now going to be permanent and just make it all easy. They're adding some security measures. That's it. It's all very standard. There's nothing about it that's discriminatory or racist, certainly not Jim Crow. Democrats have their narrative and they're going to run with it. Governor Kemp is sticking to his guns on this one, thankfully. Here's what he said about what's going on. Go ahead, what?
Do you think Major League Baseball will make the regret this decision?
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, it's almost comical. Just all of these hits that keep falling, losing the All-Star game, from a city that's, you know, or a metro area that's 51% African American to a metro area that's 10% African American that has less early voting days than Georgia has. They have 15, we have 17. They have a photo ID requirement for in-person voting as we do the voter ID here. I mean, it's insane. I mean, you compare where Major League Baseball is headquartered in New York. I've talked to that issue to nauseam, really, about the discrepancies in how they're boycotting and pulling games out of a state like ours, yet they're headquartered in a state that's more.
data. What do you think we're doing this? This is our job, people. Yes, I was an Animal House reference, and I feel good about it. We're fully aware of what's going on. Let's talk about the amount of money saved. You want to tell me, Joe Biden, you dare go down the line of saying a firearm is used in a case of domestic violence? The very argument that you were putting to the world that somehow women should not have the ability to be armed and trained is so insane, never mind misogynistic, absolutely clinically insane, that it is to be laughed at. And the people who bring it about seriously should never be elected to public office again, and the people who support them shouldn't be allowed to the family dinner. Oh, I'm sorry, am I supposed to be civil? Disability. Civility is not whether or not I disagree, or not whether or not I raise my voice or poke fun. Civility is saying we have the right to a point of view and you speak it clearly, and I'm doing just that. I can't stop the President of the United States from having this garbage conversation, this one-sided, nonsensical, pseudo-intellectual conversation he's having on the Second Amendment. I can't stop him, but I'm certainly not going to get stopped by anybody. Now, the one thing you'll notice he mentioned is red flag laws. I actually have changed my mind on red flag laws. I used to be in favor of them. I no longer am. Because when this conversation first started a couple of years ago, we saw states enact red flag laws, and then we saw law enforcement and others try to utilize red flag laws to take away the rights of Americans. I oppose such a thing. I do not oppose what is already feasible and doable, which is finding somebody mentally unfit, having them adjudicated, meaning by a judge, mentally unfit. Do I believe that families have a responsibility when they know they have a family member who is mentally ill to ensure they don't bring harm to themselves or others? To the best of their ability, I believe they do. Can you sue them for not doing so? I don't know about that. But of course, families should be able to have this ability. When you put it in the form of a red flag law, you are giving this possibility of the removal of rights. Remember what we're talking about. You just figure something that I say they shouldn't have a gun. That's not enough of an argument. That might be the argument you have at the kitchen table about Uncle Jerry. But it's not an argument that you could have in front of a judge. This is a big, serious conversation. Apply it to anything else. Somebody shouldn't have the right against unlawful search and seizure. Somebody should lose their right to peacefully assemble. Where else? Someone should lose their right to a speedy trial. Picture other rights that you somehow could be so quick about. And you realize how heavy this subject is. The problem with red flag laws, and by the way, I live in Indiana, and Indiana has red flag laws. They exist. Is the abuse of them by people who have political aims as opposed to a real conversation about the safety of a society. There is never a moment where I don't support the Second Amendment. There is never a moment that I don't believe the Second Amendment is sacrosanct. Joe Biden has never had a moment where he doesn't think he knows better than you how to keep you safe and refuses to even mention all the times you have been kept safe by a firearm. He would rather you be a victim. And I'll quote Joe Biden. Let me say that again. Joe Biden would rather you be a victim. We have cultural things to look at and we have economic things to look at. But we have, at the first, a recognition of our Second Amendment rights, our right under God and nature's laws to protect and defend ourselves and the ones we love. And nothing or no one can get in the way of that. I'm Tony Cass. Did you know that My Pillow is about more than just a fantastic pillow? Now My Pillow has given the same attention that they've given their pillows to their towels. Their proprietary technology in each My Pillow towel makes them highly absorbent and soft to the touch without that low squeeze feel I have these towels. They're great. When you order the 6-piece set, you get 2 hand and 2 bath towels as well as 2 washcloths. They're available in a variety of colors and sizes, machine washable, durable, come with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Visit mypillow.com to learn more. And right now, for all of you, all 60 towel sets, 2 sets for 1 low price. Just use promo code TONY, T-O-N-Y at checkout, or call 800-873-0758. That's mypillow.com, code TONY, T-O-N-Y, or call 1-800-873-0758 for 6 2-piece towel sets for 1 low price. mypillow.com, promo code TONY. You don't have to miss any part of Tony Cats today. Solve that problem by subscribing to the podcast at rumble.com. Rumble is a video sharing service like Tube Guys, but they aren't playing around with demonetizing and deplatforming content they don't like. I'm on Rumble because rumble.com allows me to be wealthy. Go to rumble.com, search for Tony Cats, TONYCATZ, and subscribe today. That's rumble.com, search for Tony Cats, and subscribe to the Tony Cats Today podcast. Enjoy it and share it every day. The Tony Cats Today podcast at rumble.com.
Weekends are not a time for politics or news or craziness of the world. Weekends are a time for friends and family, pouring a well-crafted beer and maybe smoking a luxurious cigar. Each week, Eat, Drink, Smoke reviews cigars and craft spirits, interview news that will make you interested, not angry. Eat, Drink, Smoke with cigar aficionado Tony Cash and America's favorite amateur drinker, Fingers Malloy. The perfect complement to your weekend activities. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Find out more at eatdrinksmokeshow.com.
Lincoln, KFOR. Now that the vaccines are making the rounds in Nebraska, you may be wondering about what a post-COVID life will be like here in Lincoln. Will you still have to work from home? Will the mayor and her health department keep crowd limits in place? What about air travel? Which vaccination is best? How and when to get yours? There's a lot to talk about. Stay connected.